like the engineer can continue his story. He's like, dude, that's the best the cart's felt all year. you know, and I'm sitting there like, like kind of not trying to be boast about it, but I'm like, I know there's a lot of things and feedback that I've been maybe giving to you guys, and maybe you've not, taken it into consideration because I'm not the fastest driver on the track, because maybe Chalento or Iglesias was, always faster than me, but I think I have a really good understanding of what's going on. And he got pole, for that race, and something happened to him in the final. I think he crashed or something, but he was really fast, and and that, like, literally at that moment, like, and throughout those 3 months, I started thinking, like, you know what, like, maybe driving is not for me. Maybe I need to be doing something else. Maybe I need to be, having my own team, or maybe I need to start doing my own go-kart, not maybe here in Europe, but over in the States. And I was kind of over it, like I started, then I went to do a race in Newcastle, Indiana for Greg Bell, do the SCUSA race. And that's when, I didn't get let back into Europe because I was living in Europe for so long illegally, and I finally got caught.
Yeah, so, what's the story there? You were on a plane, you flew back?
Yeah, so I went from Indianapolis to Chicago to Switzerland, sat in Switzerland for 6 hours in a room. There was no windows and 2 chairs and a table, interrogated, and then put on a plane back from Switzerland to Chicago. And then, like, you're just in Chicago. Like, when you get deported back where you came from. And then, like, you're just in Chicago. Like, I'm in Chicago now. Okay, like, what do I do now? So I got a flight back to California. I'm thinking, well, I might as well go home. It's not like I can hang out in Chicago. Flew back flew back to California. And then naturally I was still under contract, and this is back in August. This would be like August 2017. And, so I was still under contract from IPK in Praga. So what they had me do is I went and worked at Greg Bell's shop. Basically, it was great for Greg Bell. He got free labor. Basically, a factory's paying someone else to show up at his shop every day and work. And but that during that time, I was thinking, what's my next move? And there was something. Okay, maybe I'll go back to Europe and work with them and drive with them. And then we ended up doing the Super Nationals, and all the Europeans, and came over, and the owner of Praga. And obviously I had a meeting with him, and he gave me an offer that was, in my opinion, disgusting and like almost like, disrespectful. Like, I was just like, who would take, an offer like that? That's horrible. So like, I'm sitting in the meeting just trying to be calm about it, but not tell the guys how I really felt. And I walked away from that meeting knowing, okay, this is probably going to be my last race competitively, on the Saturday of Supernats, the last Supernats. It's going to be my last race competitively, and I'm going to have to figure out what my next move is. So that's where the idea of GSC kart brand started.
GFC karting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that brings us all the way to right now. I mean, we're
the here and now.
You have GFC karting. You're the team boss. You won the Vortex Rock Cup in Las Vegas, right? Rock the Rio.
Yeah, our debut race.
Your debut race, and that was with Matias Ramirez.
Yeah, Matias Ramirez. I mean, at the time, I mean, a known driver, but not, a number one driver, so to speak. So yeah, it was. I mean, I guess we can go into that whole story of how I started and doing the development and everything here in the States, and getting the relationship back with TV Kart and everything on the next episode.
Okay, yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do that. So we have Gary got deported.
Yeah,
we'll end it on that, and then we'll wrap up next week with the TV Kart stuff, GFC, Matthias.
Yeah.
And then
the Here and Now.
Then we got the track. Squadra Track Magic.
Squadra Track Magic program.
Squadra
yeah,
Track
and
then hopefully by next week. I mean, we have some racing happening, so this is going to work out perfectly because I know Andy Seisman with Challenge of the Americas or ChallengeKarting.com. There's a race coming up in June for his series.
And we will be. Our team will be there in full force. And tracks are starting to open up. Dixon opened today.
It did.
That's huge news. Yeah, Dixon it's huge today? News to me. Dixon's open today. They say it's open to members. I mean, obviously now this is the period of the bugs.
The no-see-ums.
So we might have to go fight. Yeah, but we might have to go fight that. But Dixon's open. I mean, I was just in Buttonwillow a couple of days ago testing with my team. So, I mean, we're still hard at it. I mean, I've been to Reading. I've been to Willow Springs. We've been to Buttonwillow. You can guarantee, I think I already have it scheduled for a few drivers to go to Dixon this weekend. So, I mean, we're still at it.
Do you need any moving chicanes out there?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, and then we had, we didn't, but Canby, Pat's Acres, they had a race this past weekend.
Yeah, no, it's starting to move.
Yeah.
It's starting to move. So.
Well, very cool.
But yeah, I think that's enough for tonight. I mean, we're almost at 2 hours again. Kind of goes by quick.
You were at 2 hours. I said like 6 words all night long.
Yeah. Well, you wanted the story. There it is.
Well, Gary, thank you for joining us. I'm going to hit stop.
But the question
for a second.